What sets Boston Newsnet apart from other broadcasts is our incredible staff of contributors who come to us from a diverse array of backgrounds. Now, with a local perspective, please welcome Framingham native Colleen Richards.
Yeah, hi, how are ya? Good, hi, how are ya? I'm Colleen Richards from Framingham, and as stated on the bumper sticker on my Ford Explorer, I'm a proud hockey mom. My son Jordan's a bit of a rising star in Framingham youth hockey, playing for Boyle Brothers Funeral Home. Not to be outshined is my beautiful daughter Kelly, who just got corrective foot surgery and is doing wonderful. Thanks for your prayers. Today I went down to the polls at McCarthy Elementary School, and let me tell you, being alone in that booth was heaven. God knows I only get that kind of peace and quiet once every 4 years. I'm kidding, my husband Chucky's busy looking for work. I've been looking forward to voting for a while now, but as I stood in that booth, I realized two things. One, there is no way I'm letting Jordan go on that unchaperoned camping trip to Knobscott Mountain. End of story. And two, I was undecided who to vote for, which put me in a pretty unfamiliar territory because Colleen Richards always knows what she wants. Am I right? Of course I am. So it wasn't me that was the problem, it was what I was there to do. I wasn't there to vote for anyone. I was there to pick the guy I disliked the least, which is how I met my husband. I'm kidding, my husband Chucky's an average father and provider. I mean, which candidate's going to best represent me, Middle America? Which candidate can represent my struggles both on and off the rink? McCain? He reminds me of my grandfather who talks to himself and forgets to wear his pants. And his wife Cindy is a dead ringer for my Aunt Bee, who's had more work done on her face than all the cars at my brother's body shop combined. And Aunt Bee, if you're watching right now, we are still waiting on that graduation check for Cousin Teresa for finishing her online degree, God bless her. She needs the money and we know you have it. And of course, there's Sarah Palin, who I've commented on before, but it wasn't until today that I realized Palin reminds me of my stupid friggin' sister Donna, who never comes to Jordan's games and wears clothes that are too expensive. Donna, maybe if you bought that bedazzled fleece pullover on sale, you could have contributed to the bill that time we had fajitas and screwdrivers and Ruby Tuesdays for my birthday. Now, Joe Biden reminds me of my Uncle Paul, who smiles a lot and works as a greeter down at the Walmart on Route 30. He needed something to do after his girlfriend Rita Collins dumped him, and honestly, I never liked her anyway. She treated him bad and ignored him half the time, but my mother said that was just her being Irish. Now, Jill Biden reminds me of my high school boyfriend's mother, who was very attractive and one time got my friend Joey high on cocaine, then fooled around with him in her Fiero. Michelle Obama reminds me of Mrs. Huxtable, mother of 5, God bless her. Now, I don't know how she does it, but I will say she kind of reminds me a bit of myself. Although I sure didn't marry no doctor. I'm kidding, my husband Chucky's on the waiting list for a union job. Finally, Barack Obama reminds me of a boy who shall remain nameless I had a crush on in elementary school, who I met when the Mecco bus accidentally picked me up from school when I went to Juniper Hill. There was an open seat, and I sat next to him. We were only 11, but he was charming, and I know that wherever he is, he's probably pretty successful. But don't tell Chucky, because he gets so jealous when I bring him up, which kind of makes me feel good. So there I was, undecided. I don't know if I want any of these people running this country. I know what I do want, though. I want to be able to afford to get my daughter Kelly's other foot fixed. I want to be able to send my son Jordan to a trade school of his choice. And I want someone to please bring home my nephew Brian, who is currently defending us in the Coast Guard. God bless him. I want someone tough enough to stick up for Middle America, and I think we all know the only man for the job is Framingham youth hockey coach Mike Cahill. That guy has balls. Last year, when I got into a fight with a Newton hockey mom named Trish, Cahill defended my actions. You know what? No snot-nosed kid from Newton calls my Jordan white trash. And listen up, Trish. If you hadn't brought that latte to the game, because honestly, who brings lattes to a friggin' hockey game, then I wouldn't have had something hot to throw in your face. So while you're applying Bacitracin to those wounds, you think about how stupid and ugly you are, because I know your son will.
Thank you. So, Colleen, wait. Colleen, now, after listening to that, I just have one question. Who did you end up voting for?
Oh, I didn't vote. Turns out I was really enjoying that alone time, and I'd like to have a little more tonight. So actually, I got to go back again before the polls close.
Colleen, the polls closed at 8. You're about 20 minutes late.
Oh, well, better luck next time, eh? Harvard, go Boyle Brothers Funeral Home Youth Hockey!
All right, thank you, Colleen. Whatever your last statement.